The Rotary GSE team from District 5910 hails from Texas, and the Lone Star State is big. There's a reason they say everything is bigger in Texas, and we start with the sheer size of the state. A drive across Texas is no simple matter. The main highway across the state, Interstate 10, runs from Orange to El Paso. Its total distance is 874 miles, or 1,407 kilometers. Texas shares a border with Mexico and fellow states New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Its major cities include Houston, the fourth largest city in the United States with a population over 6 million people. Home to several oil companies and NASA, Houston is a leader in the medical field and has an incredible performing arts scene. It's also home to the largest rodeo in the world. Dallas is another major city in Texas with a population of 4 million. Home to the Dallas Cowboys and the birthplace of the Margarita Machine. Dallas is a popular stop for folks traveling to the Lone Star State. Another popular stop is the capital of Texas, Austin, which is centrally located in the state. The city has had a booming population over the past 20 years and is home to the University of Texas. And the most romantic city in Texas is San Antonio, home of the Alamo. Known as a laid-back city where folks can enjoy a cold margarita on a hot summer day on the famous Riverwalk. The GSE team hails from District 5910 in southeast Texas near Houston. The district is quite large and includes the cities of Huntsville, Beaumont, Galveston, and Nacogdoches. In District 5910, you can find just about a little bit of everything, from tall pine trees in the Sam Houston National Forest to the Gulf of Mexico. The 2013 Rotary GSE team from District 5910 is led by team leader Jennifer Bergman. The native of Cleveland, Texas, graduated from high school in 2000 and has been on a career fast track ever since. Jennifer attended Trinity University in San Antonio and in 4 short years received a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and History. Another 4 short years later, she received her Doctorate of Jurisprudence from South Texas College of Law and became a member of the State Bar of Texas. Jennifer began her career in law in San Antonio, but in 2011, a chance to return to her hometown Cleveland couldn't be passed up. Now a partner in the law office of Richard R. Burroughs and Jennifer L. Bergman, the young lawyer has a passion to help others, especially when they are at the point of their greatest need. If being a full-time lawyer isn't a busy enough life, the 31-year-old also participates in many organizations. She's a member of the First Baptist Church, the Liberty County Bar Association, the Montgomery County Bar Association, and the Lady Lawyers of Liberty County. But this Texas girl stays true to her roots by spending the majority of her free time on her family's ranch, working the cattle while tending to her large garden and riding her new tractor. Jennifer serves on the District 5910 RILA Board of Directors and is the current Vice President nominee for the Cleveland Rotary. She will be sworn in as the president of the Cleveland Rotary Club this summer. But her favorite thing in the world is to relax by her pond with her pole and line in the water, listening to Texas country music and laughing with her family and friends. Jennifer can't wait to lead the District 5910 Rotary GSE team to the beautiful Caribbean as they explore the beautiful islands of District 7020. The members of the GSE team come from all over District 5910, and we start with Brandy Norris. Brandy hails from College Station, the home of Texas A&M University. Brandy and her husband Dennis have been married for 15 years, and together they have one daughter, Haley, who is 13 years old. Spending all 40 years of her life in College Station, Brandy graduated from Texas A&M in 1995 with a degree in sociology and a minor in English. It wasn't long after that she was hired by the College Station Police Department, where she patrolled the bar district of the college town. It didn't take long for Brandy to take that next step in her career when she was promoted to the Criminal Investigation Division in 2002. The promotions kept coming for the detective, who was elevated from sergeant to lieutenant, and in 2010, Brandy took over the second highest position in the city's police force, assistant chief. That made Brandy the first female assistant chief with the College Station Police Department and in Brazos County as a whole. The newly appointed assistant chief went on to obtain her Master of Science degree from Sam Houston State University in Criminal Justice Leadership and Management. She is responsible for the Operations Support Division and its $16 million budget. Brandy's free time is spent with her family in the good old outdoors. Her daughter Haley is involved in 4-H, which is a nationwide agriculture-based leadership program. Hardly a weekend goes by that they're not hooking up the trailer, loading up the horse, and driving somewhere for an event. When the Norrises aren't working the horses, they're busy helping Haley raise her show pigs. For this incredible opportunity, Brandy offers her sincerest appreciation for the hospitality and generosity during the group study exchange. 32-year-old Nicole Yates comes from the same community as team leader Jennifer. Also born and raised in Cleveland, Texas, Nicole is close to her parents and the second of 3 siblings and a very proud aunt. The other loves in her life include her 4 chihuahuas that all love to cuddle with her on the couch and announce the presence of anyone or anything that gets near the house. Coming from a small town and a loving, supportive family has fostered a desire in Nicole to do the same for others. She has always found joy in caring for others, and that naturally turned into a career as a nurse. Nicole graduated from Texas Women's University in 2004 with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Her first job was at the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, where she worked on the pulmonary adolescent acute care floor. In 2007, Nicole became a school nurse at Kingwood Park High School. She works for the Humble Independent School District, a nationally recognized school district that serves 40 schools, has more than 35,000 students, and over 5,000 employees. Nicole strives to enhance not only the health and well-being of the students, but the entire educational community as well. Another passion of Nicole's is crafting. She uses it to illustrate and tell the story of her life. Whether it's repurposing an old piece of furniture to show appreciation of the past, or scrapbooking to show others where she is in her life and where she's headed, Nicole anticipates the ways in which her personal and professional lives will be impacted by the GSE experience. She hopes that it will unlock the doors of knowledge, learning, and understanding of cultural diversity and open her up to the understanding of human differences that will help her on the road to both personal and vocational balance and well-being. 36-year-old Lamika Trahan was born and raised in Liberty County and has been practicing law there for 8 years. She enjoys fighting to protect citizens' rights. Lamika represents people regarding adoptions, children in the custody of Child Protective Services, and general family matters. But that's not all. She also practices criminal defense and has worked in corporate America, but decided owning her own firm in Liberty County would be a much more fulfilling career. A graduate from McNeese State University in Lake Charles, Louisiana, Lamika earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in Sociology and Criminal Justice in 1998. In 2004, she received her Doctor of Jurisprudence from the Thurgood Marshall School of Law, and in 2005, she graduated with a Master's in Juvenile Forensic Science from Prairie View A&M University. Prior to her life as an attorney, Lamika taught school for 2 years in Port Arthur, Texas. There, she made sure that the minds of the school's most gifted and talented children were enthralled and enriched with activities and schoolwork. She's also involved in organizations like the Liberty Education Foundation Board, the Liberty County Chamber of Commerce, and the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, a community service organized for women. She volunteers for organizations that support stopping violence against children and women and shedding light on human trafficking issues. Her hobbies include reading, listening to music, and going to the beach. Christopher Benson is another native Texan who lives in Galveston and was born in San Antonio. The 35-year-old has roots that go deep into Texas's history. His mother's side of the family has lived in the Lone Star State since the early 1800s, when much of the area that makes up the state today was still under Spanish rule. His father is an Episcopal priest, and Christopher has 3 siblings living all over the Gulf Coast and Texas. Chris is married to Carla Clay, and the couple's been together since 2008. Thanks to her unique Dutch-Indonesian heritage, the happily married couple was joined in matrimony in traditional Indonesian wedding attire and even traveled to Indonesia for their honeymoon, visiting unique and beautiful sites along the way, including his wife's ancestral home. While the couple doesn't have any children, they do spoil their 2 dogs, Shiloh and Moses, 2 cats, Zeus and Isadora, and 5 chickens. Living directly on the Gulf Coast, Chris knows firsthand how much tremendous devastation can come from hurricanes, much like the islands in the Caribbean region. Hurricane Ike struck the island a month before Carla and Chris were married, and they've been rebuilding and elevating their home ever since. Chris graduated from Texas A&M University in 2002 with a Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology. He completed a Master of Marine Resource Management the following year. He works as a Marine Resource Manager with NOAA, an agency of the U.S. federal government. His job helps engage communities in coastal and marine habitat restoration. In 2014, Chris plans on pursuing a doctorate. Volunteering for local community development efforts is another big part of Chris's life. He serves on the City of Galveston's Comprehensive Planning Committee, Long-Term Community Recovery Committee, and several organizations involved in conservation, restoration, and environmental education activities. And he works with responsible parties to ensure the public is compensated for the loss of ecosystem services from oil spills and contaminant releases. As you might imagine, his hobbies involve water sports, particularly sailing, kayaking, snorkeling, and scuba diving. Chris has traveled to the Western Caribbean region before, but has never been to the Virgin Islands. He's excited about the opportunity to participate in the Group Study Exchange program to learn about the communities and cultures in the region and seeing the practice of his vocation there.